Welcome back everyone, this is Highlander Ryze and today we are back with another Ryze gameplay and we are facing a Syndra. We are playing in Platinum Elo and I will show you exactly how to manage that lane that could appear to be difficult at first glance, especially because Syndra does has a lot of range and a lot of poke, whereas Ryze is more like a really low melee champion, AP carry. With more like extended sort of damages rather than burst damage. So first Q, really important thing. I will pause here and try to actually jump back 15 seconds because I had a feeling that this is somehow important. So basically, against mage, you want to push as fast as you can because you want to shove the first 3 waves and then reset and buy a tier. That's basically the game plan on Ryze at every elo and every level, especially against mage champions. The reason you want to do that is because you want to get an item advantage for the first scuttle fight that would either break out on the top side or on the bottom side in the river, depending on where your jungler starts. And here, if you stay in the middle of your wave, Syndra will actually try to poke you and at the same time push with a single Q. So if she eats me with Q here, she will eat those 2 minions and also eat me. So, she has to. You have to force Syndra to make a choice, basically. So you will see that I will actually put myself here a little bit further than the wave, so she has to make a choice. However, she's queuing the wave or she's queuing me. And I will try to dodge as many Qs as I can. And every time she basically uses a Q and she misses it, I have a window where I can punish it with my He, because I start He against ranged matchups. If it will be like a melee matchup such as Yasuo or Zed, I would actually have started W because it provides more value with your auto attacks. So let's see how the lane goes and look at the first Syndra Q here. So she misses, really great for me. Now I can punish right away with a He here as well, as you've seen. We'll just hide the chat there for the time being, and I'm trying to punish her every time she goes for a Q, and that she misses it. And I want to auto the wave, but not too much, because ideally I want to make like a third wave crash. Another Q that we dodge here. Also, boots are really valuable against Syndra and Orianna, especially like Mercury boots. But this game, since it's still low elo, I was like, let's not do that and let's focus on full damage build. So here, just putting a ward in the river to get safe and actually going back to lane. Nothing crazy. And now we want to push that third wave as fast as we can. And as you can see, she tried to poke me down, but at this stage it's not worth it anymore because I've already crashed the wave under a turret, and I can quickly reset and going back to lane, saving my TP ideally. And that's what I will do. However, since I see that now she's using all of her spells into the wave, you see I instantly reacted and TP'd back to the lane. However, if she actually took her time here to clean that wave and only auto and not using spells, I would have walked, because I would have had the time to come back in time and not losing any experience. So that's basically the high idea behind it. So I was holding my TP just in case. Now I know that she resets, so I try to cancel a base and try to just clean the wave as fast as I can and making her stay. That's actually nice. The longer she stays in lane without resetting, the better it is for me, because as you can see, I do have item advantage. I do have a tier while she doesn't. And now she is in a quite vulnerable spot here because she couldn't reset. So I will try to punish her by just walking and falling her down, and she actually flashed. That was really close, but we didn't get the kill. That's completely fine. Now she will probably TP. So what I want to do is crash that wave as fast as I can, but it may be too late anyway, because she got the TP and I do not. And so I'm just trying to clear the wave as fast as I can. Yeah, that's it. And now I will just reset. Nothing more I can do here. So let's just go a little bit forward here. So we go on M-Tome, we go back to lane. And now what I want to do is make sure that she cannot crush waves for free, otherwise she would potentially roam and actually threaten my team. So what I want to do is, you know, it's your responsibility to make sure that your opponent and your like enemy mid laner is not like roaming for free. So I will try to match or push slightly with my spells. I do have tier, trying to dodge spells at the same time here. And as long as I know where she is and I'm not being late, that's completely fine. Now I'm level 6 against 5. I'm just going to put some wards here because I do have a window timer. So 2 wards, 1 ward here, very valuable. So at least I do cover the entrance of the jungle, and a pink ward here. Those 2 spots, guys, are really really important because it provides you a lot of safety. I really love, you know, playing with 2 wards at the same time and over one side of the lane, the jungler side ideally, because if I would have warded here, let's say here and here, I don't know where the jungler is. Maybe Zac is waiting me here. So I always try to ward on the side of my jungler. The thing in League is not taking unnecessary risks and punishing mistakes. That's really the only things you should remember, right? So try to play around that. So now it will basically be like a push and roam sort of scenario. She stuns me, but as you can see, I can actually win extended trades. Bard is actually ganking me, so that's important. I will just try to jump back 15 seconds here, guys. I do have flash, okay? I do have flash. However, I try to hold it off as much as I can. Look, she already used her stun. Alright, so that's how you should be thinking while you're getting ganked. Syndra doesn't have any CC anymore. I mean, she, you know, already used W and already used E. She doesn't have anything anymore. What are Bard's CCs, right? And actually, Bard can actually slow or stuns me with his Q. So I'm like really focused on dodging Bard's ability and not necessarily Syndra, while holding my flash because I don't want to use my flash for free if I can escape without using it, right? So just being focused, dodging it, and now I can just walk forward. I know that they do not have the damage to kill me, and I can actually save my flash with siege, which is huge, especially in the early game as Ryze, because you need to survive the early game to scale later on eventually. So I'm just now using some pots and trying to, you know, just clearing the waves. Briar tried to gank, but that wasn't working here, so I tried to clear that wave again as fast as I can. But Syndra is actually contesting me on this, so I need to be careful because with her combo she can you know, she can do a lot of damage. And Bard is here again with Zac with that ward. I can see both of them, very valuable ward as you can see. And now I'm safe and I will definitely reset, and that's it. I ended up cancelling my base. So for what reason? One of them was that probably I needed some golds here. I had only 800, so I couldn't have, you know, anything worthwhile. I want an M-tome, you know, and I want the codex to actually build the first item, the Archangel, right? So I was just waiting for that, so I decided to stay one more wave, and Syndra was also staying, you know. We were both like low HP, low mana, so I was like, let's try to survive that. As Ryze, we have a little bit more mana than her, generally speaking, so I was trying to survive just a couple of minions before resetting for my item. And now there are some actions top lane, but don't really care. Nothing happens. We are both really low mana, really low HP. I still have my flash. If I get ganked by Zac, that would be that should be, you know, easily avoidable. And she cannot kill me, as you can see. Now it's definitely like a brain, you know, like mind game situation where we don't want to back, you know. We definitely don't want to reset first. We want to get as many experience and gold as we can, but eventually won the war of the push because I'm Ryze, as I was saying, and now I can get my reset first. And now I have my last chapter, so really good spot. We have same CS 0-0. So the game is even, but actually it goes into our favor because we scale better than Syndra, right? So that's the most important thing. As long as you're like even as Ryze against your opponent, you're generally ahead because you will definitely outscale that person, you know. As soon as I'm back in lane, I'm just shoving as fast as I can, and the reason why is because I want to make some plays. I want to play with my team. I want to make some plays. So here I'm putting my wards right and trying to rotate bot lane to see if a dive is possible. We know that Bard is already dead, so let's just stay here and use our ultimate to actually dive the H. And we are using the ultimate right now, trying to, you know, dive the H, and that's an easy kill here. Just taking some CS as well. Syndra is pushing our mid lane wave, so we will definitely want to reset and TP back to lane, not to lose many CS. That's basically what we want to do, right? So yeah, we just TP back after having, you know, helping our bot lane taking a kill here. So it was an easy dive because Bard wasn't there. If Bard was there, probably I wouldn't have go for that dive, but just hover on the bot side. Same here, you see guys, another gank, but I'm not using my flash. I know they do not have the damage. I was full HP. I don't want to use my flash for no reason. I try to use my flash either to secure like really important kills before objectives, such as barons, or really important kills like bounties, or I use my flash for escape, ganks, and not dying, but I would rarely use it just, you know, randomly if I'm not sure that it will be worthwhile. That's really important on Ryze, guys, because we lack mobility. So really, it's really important to learn how to use your summoners. Even if you miss out on kills, to be honest, I would suggest in the beginning to practice to never use your flash for killing your enemies and opponents, because you will get kills. Believe me, you will get kills if you play safe and if you follow your fundamentals. Here I'm really careful, guys, as you can see. She can definitely dive me if she plays well, and so I'm really focused on my positioning here, trying not to die to her skill shots. So we'll see what happens. But first, I wanted to really emphasize that try for a couple of games never using your flash offensively, but instead only defensively to escape ganks, and you will see that your death counts will reduce like dramatically, and that means that your KDA will improve. And the more time you spend alive, the more chances you also have to get kills. If you follow my reasoning, you know what I mean, right? So, whatever. So, let me know in the comments what you think, but that's really important. Really important point. So here she wants to kill me. We'll probably trade here. Actually, no. I got lucky here. I got lucky. My Briar should be able to take the kill here. She also got lucky because actually she went out of the range of my W under turret, so that's great that that we got that kill. You know, it's fine if you don't take it, just stay further, don't risk, don't greed. It's completely fine. You will eventually end up dead. So now we do have our Archangel, so really good stuff here. And we will swap lane and go bot lane because my bot lane is also mid lane. Okay, so what happened here? Let's jump back quickly. So I need to defend bot lane, of course, because Ashe is pushing there. My bot lane is mid and they are pinging me and rotating here. So what I want to do is, I do that all the time as Ryze. I'm sure you guys know the trick already, but what you want to do is actually scare your opponents. So I will ult behind them, and she will never, if she goes that way, I will stay in my ultimate and, you know, pick her up there. But most of the times they won't go that way and they will go the opposite way. So I was trying to bait her towards my teammate. You will see what happens. So Ashe is there, I'm ulting here, she goes that way, trying to just chasing her, but my Kesa is coming here just to picking up the kill, and that's completely fine. You see, by the way, here my Kesa flashed. Never do that, right? That's exactly what I was saying. I'm not flash. See, I still have my flash, right? Because I prefer using it as a defensive ability rather than offensive one on Ryze. Generally speaking, you're not like a killing machine, right? You're just a farming and DPS champion, so your flash is really important in team fights to position yourself properly. So now I'm just you know, pushing one wave and going to help my Briar here. Zac comes trying to kill the Drake. That was a mistake, that was a blunder, but we get a kill here. So we got 1 kill and 3 assists so far, and Syndra died twice already. So we are starting to getting, you know, head and head. One word here. I should have also told you that I've actually swapped to the blue trinket after level 9. It's really good on Ryze on side lane. Now I'm just trying to take some, you know, farms and golems, jungle camps if I can. But I'm not going to die for it, you know. If someone comes, I would just leave it most of the time. That's not worth the risk. So yeah, that's how side laning works here. So I'm going back, probably going back here to collect that wave. Trying to put as much pressure as I can. I decided to stay here because the blue is there, so I would just want to pick the blue up quickly. Really convenient. And I go back to lane because Syndra is pushing. I know that my teammates are playing top side, so I need to be careful bot side. That's how I think, you know. And here Zac is trying to gank me. So I see him on the ward, so I'm just trying to put some damage on the Syndra. And now I do have my flash, so really useful, you know, for me to have my flash. Otherwise I would have been dead 100% if I had used my flash earlier, you know. That's an example. Now they want to dive me, it will be difficult because of the Seraphim. And also Shen is ulting me, so now that's that's definitely a kill here. So let's put the action once again. Alright, let's jump back quickly here. So trying to, you know, to trade the Syndra off. Flashing the Zac. Shen is ulting me. And here I will kill Zac and also put my ultimate there. Just trying to, you know, not dying to the Syndra. That was a bit risky, but that actually made it. Well, that's fine. So now we buy the Luden's Companion. With those 2 items, by the way, you are really strong right now as Ryze. Like really strong. We actually have a lot of burst, a lot of wave clear. We are basically in a power spike state where we want to take fights. We want to help our team and be there at important fights. So now I'm, you know, look at the damage I do to the Yorick. He has 4 kills, but I still do a lot of damage to him. Now we want to try to dive him, putting some pressure on the side lane, using this new Rifter ult. And yeah, trying not to die on side lane is important, so always keep vision. 1 ward here, 1 ward here, stealing jungle camps but staying on the top side of the map while my team is pressuring mid. That's how you should play. You should never die on the side lane ideally. You just want to put some pressure as much as you can and try to look for TP or rotation, those kind of things. Unfortunately I do not have flash nor TP, so my plays here are really limited, right? So try to dodge the important spell of Yorick. Got some damage here. Maybe I could have killed him. I don't think I think I missed the kill here. I don't think I have the mobility to actually, if I recall, I do not have the mobility to got it, so I just decided to back. I think he actually flashed, but I think it was safe, to be honest. We had the same move speed with the same boots level. I got only like boots level 1 against boots level 1, so there was no way I could have picked him up. Whatever, that's fine. We put some pressure. It's time to reset, I guess. Now I went blasting one and not death cap here because they were starting to build like magic resistance, so I wanted to build like void staff as a third item instead of death cap. If they do not build magic resist at this stage, I would suggest just buying dev cap. It's the most, it's really worth buying. So now I'm just grouping with the team because we are definitely winning. So you see the damage we've dealt to the Syndra here, a lot of damage, and now I want to to be careful. So I would just reset there, not dying. Almost died to the Zac. What else? Well, we're definitely stomping them as a team here, so they aren't like stuff to be careful about at this stage. The only thing is that try not to join like losing fights when you do have a bounty. It's really important not to give golds like for free. Ideally, you want to make difference by not throwing. That's basically it. So just staying mid here, pressuring every single waves. Getting some vision around the Baron Nashor after 20 minutes. Without the TP, I would never be playing bot lane, you know. If I do have TP up, however, I will try to use my time to either pressure the bot lane. That could have been a choice here, like for me to go bot, try to pressure that turret, because I do have my TP up, and only TP to Baron when needed, otherwise I would have kept pressuring. That would have been a good plan as well. But here the wave was pushing here, I was already mid towards that side, and we wanted to clear some vision there, so that's why I'm here. Otherwise that would have been an opportunity as well, and a possibility, of course. The only possibility that you cannot do is being here while not having TP, basically. So if you do not have TP, just play top side while side laning, or mid lane, but never top lane. It's not worth it, and you could lose Baron on that. So I'm picking Baron right now, but my team is actually fighting in the jungle. So I decided not to go for there. I cannot do it alone anyway. I need my team, so sometimes you need to adjust. So I see them like fighting and winning, so and killing some people there. So I decide to push mid instead, while looking at what's going on there, just to get, you know, as much advantage as we can. So just push, pressure, rotate. My KSI is joining me as well, and now we should actually be able to end the game that way, right? So just pushing inhibs, pressuring waves. You win by pushing, basically. How many games have we lost by against, you know, Sion or Garen or Yorick that were like just pushing, you know, every single waves? That's so annoying, guys. And that's it, you see. At the end of the game, you've played like safely, so you got kills, you got assists, you got a lot of CS. So it doesn't matter what happens in the game, you're still in control of what you're doing. You cannot control what happens in the other lanes, but you can control what you're doing and how you survive, how you actually get resources, and then you will be valuable in team fights, believe me. So the most important thing is, yeah, to ensure this playstyle as Ryze, because we're not like a flashy Vayne or Yone or 1v9 Camille, you know. We are like control mage, so we need to play as such. So that's it, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, please do subscribe and give me a like. That really helps me a lot, and see you later.